Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 4874 Southeast Teakwood Street here in Hillsboro. We're located at the rear of the home, right here by the garage door. In the driveway we have a 4-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. I'll introduce some water here to the line here in just a moment. I'm going to head back underneath the garage floor here while we have the line drained out. Otherwise, we won't be able to see if we have standing water. And looks like we do have a little bit of a belly here. And again, we have no running water, so this is all standing water that's going to remain here in the line. Alright, we're now starting to go vertical here. We're going up into the stack inside the garage, it looks like. I'm just trying to get all the pipe that's under the ground. I'm going to stop periodically here to kind of let the water settle in so we can get an accurate gauge of how much water we're dealing with here. Now, when you start getting closer to the clean out here, the water level goes up over the camera lens, which we've got about an inch, upwards of 1.5 inches of standing water towards the beginning. Once you get about 5 feet of pipe, or 3/4 to 1 inch of water is where I typically see debris start collecting in the line. And this belly here starts almost right where the clean out starts, just 5 inches prior to, or before it, and then extends all the way into the garage here. And unfortunately, I don't have access into the garage to do any locating in there. I can put some markings outside the garage, kind of heading in that direction, but if a repair is done, you'll have to have relocates done to get the rest of it. It looks like the belly dissipates here. It's about a 17-foot long belly. I'm gonna let the water settle in for a second here. Sometimes we'll push the water beyond where the actual belly is with the camera. Okay, so it looks like the belly actually stops here at about 14 feet. Alright, I'm going to pull back here. I'll just do some I'll probably be able to locate about 6 feet of this before hitting the garage door. Let's put some small paint markings down because this is the driveway. Alright, I was only able to get here to about 4 feet before hitting the garage door. The line does pretty much a straight shot. If you were to start repairing this thing, you'd just start saw cutting and follow it till you hit about 15 feet from the clean out. But right here we are sitting at about 2.5 feet deep. I put some small white paint markings out here. There's an X right up next to the clean out. That's where the belly starts or ends depending on how you're looking at it. And the belly extends 14 feet from the clean out back into the garage. And I do recommend that be repaired. Based on the amount of debris that's in there, it doesn't look like it's been giving the house too hard of a problem. I'm not seeing any major debris buildup. Anyway, that's the X there, and that little dot is where the lines run in and goes into the garage. The line is still functioning. It's just one of them. You have a 14-foot section of pipe that has a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of water. The likelihood you're going to get debris buildup there and possibly a blockage is significantly more than if the line were draining properly. So anyway, if a repair is not done, I would just recommend doing a rescope a year after you move into the house. Every household lives differently. You just want to make sure you're not getting any debris buildup in the line because of, you know, different living habits than the current homeowners do, or or more people are in the house, stuff like that. It just transitioned here over to 4-inch 3034 PVC pipe. And then right here at 32 feet, we have reached the main lateral. And the line just goes out to the rear alleyway here. I'm just about to reel the camera out of the line. All the pipe we just scoped there from the clean out to the main lateral is in good condition and drains properly. That section of the line is functioning properly. Again, there's a 14-foot belly here I do recommend be repaired. About the first, roughly 4 feet or so has about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of water. Then the last 10 feet or so of the belly has about 1/2 inch of water. I do recommend that be corrected. It is under the driveway and garage floor. Out here we're getting the line at about 2.5 feet deep. And again, if a repair is not done, I would just do a rescope in a year to keep an eye on it, make sure you're not getting any major debris buildup. And that way it'll give you a baseline for whether you'll ever need to do any hydrojetting to keep any debris buildup to a minimum. But even with the belly in there, the line is still functioning. We don't have any major debris buildup or blockages or anything like that. So if you're watching what goes down the line, only putting folded toilet paper down the toilet and then limiting the amount of food down the disposal, avoiding grease and fats from going down the line most likely is going to continue to function. These bellies become a much bigger issue when you start putting things down the line that shouldn't go down there and are not forgiving to those. So